wonderful people, loving people, peaceful people, and ancient people themselves. Wherever you may be hearing my voice from, or wherever you're listening from this morning, Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wherever you are hearing my voice from, or wherever you are listening from this morning, it is a very, very wonderful morning from me, from where I am coming out from this morning, to each and every one of us. And I know that some of us, where we are, some of us where we are now may be our evening, now may be our night, now may be our afternoon. But from the part of the world that I'm coming out from this morning, it is a very, very wonderful morning from this part that I am coming out from. And that is the reason why I say to us Biafrans, a wonderful morning from me, a wonderful morning from this part of the world to each and every one of us, wherever we may be. Today is a wonderful day once again that Chukwokika Abiyama has given unto us. Today is a wonderful day that He has allowed us to see. He has allowed us to be among the living once again. We will ever be grateful to Chukwokika Abiyama, because we are not better than those that are in their grave. We give Him all the glory. Once again, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wherever you may be, it doesn't matter where you are hearing my voice, it is a very, very wonderful morning from me, from here to each and every one of us this morning. As we all know that this is Radio Biafra Middle East. This is Radio Biafra Middle East, and we are coming out this morning from no other place but from the Holy Land of Israel. Tel Aviv, to be precise, is where I am coming out from this morning. Behind the microphone is your brother, is your son, is your own one and only Mazu Uchenna Obilo, and I am here this morning to do the needful. I am here this morning to preach Biafra. I am here this morning to say those things that the evil medias don't want to say. I am here this morning to say it as it is. This morning, Chukwokika Abiyama has allowed us among the living, and we will do the needful. It is our lifestyle that this time that we are living, it starts to become our lifestyle, that we tell every single thing, every evil that they are doing in that contraption. Are killing people, how they are destroying life, how they are kidnapping up secretly, executing them, taking them to unknown places, and we have known. You know exactly what they are doing. You know exactly why they are kidnapping our people, to kill them, to take away, to make money out of it. Our leader has been saying to us that Nigerian government is a government of terrorists. Nigerian government is a government of death, the government that kill our own people at will. Governments that find pleasure in killing their own people. That is exactly what they are. The government that kill people at will. The government that destroy the life of our people. That is exactly what you have in that zoological republic of animal kingdom. Look at what is going on. Look at how they are using their police and army and navy, name them. in destroying the life of our people. And those that are supposed to say, those that are supposed to be speaking, those that are supposed to say it as it's supposed to be, they are nowhere to be found. Those that are supposed to be protecting our life, those that are supposed to be protecting our interests, they have run away. They are nowhere to be found. And they have invited friends to come and destroy our lives. We have no option than to defend our life. Our leader said, once again, I'm going to say it this morning, they will kill us, we will kill them, and in the end, Biafra will come. Now I want to say it this way. They have been killing us from time immemorial. Go back as far as, I don't know, 1914. They have been killing us. They have been killing us. They kill our people. They destroy our life. They destroy our property. They use their terrorism. They use their politics in terrorists, whatever name it is. Destroy our people. They keep doing it because, as they say, Nigeria belongs to them. They keep destroying our life. All because they want to take over what belongs to us. And some people will not listen. Some people will not see what they are doing, because they've given them change in order to take over their land and also kill their own people. But they will not see all of this thing. All this about the money that they were going to get from their masters. But I'm going to say it once again. Like our leader said, they will kill us. And they have been killing us from time immemorial. They have been killing us, and they will still kill us, and then we will kill them, and in the end, Biafra will come. I want to bring it to our attention once again that Nigerian government is a government of death. If you allow them to come down to wherever you are wherever they come, they will kill your people. If you allow them to come to your villages, your towns, they will kill your people. They will kill your people because they are the government of death. Look at what is happening in our place. When they bring their stooge in that Uzodimba, look at how they are killing our people. Before Uzodimba came to our place, our land is more peaceful than it is today. They bring their stooge Uzodimba and put him there. Look at what is happening. Look at how they are killing people. They cannot defend you. They cannot speak for you. They speak for your interests. All they care about is their stomach. Very, very important that you know that Nigerian government is a government of death. It doesn't matter who is fronting them. It doesn't matter who is speaking to you. You must know, as soon as they come with the name of Zoological Republic of Nigeria, you must know that they have come to kill. They have come to destroy. They have come to pillage. If you know and you have it, if you know that Nigeria is a government of death, then you will know exactly how they operate, because it is important that we spread it. The Nigerian government is a government of death. Wherever they go to, they destroy life. Look at what they are doing in our place, using their aircrafts. Flying about where where people are living. Our people is going through so many things in the hand of Nigeria. Nigerian government is a government of death. Since the beginning of this year, just go look at it. How many people they have killed? That is exactly what they can do. Because they are masters in killing people. They cannot live without killing. They cannot live without slaughter. That is exactly what they are. Nigerian government is a government of death. You must know it. Very, very important. Nigerian government is a government of Mieti Allah. That is exactly what it is. Nigerian government is a government of Janjaweed. That is also truth. Nigerian government is a government of terrorists. That is exactly what it is. Nigerian government is a government that went and bring all of their terrorists that they arrested, that they supposed to allow the law to take care of them, but they go and put them in their military, and you can see it's happening in that contraption. You can see how they are killing people. You can see that how they are destroying lives. As in Nigeria, your life do not matter. That is exactly what it is. As you profess Nigeria, life do not matter. Their cow is better than you. As soon as you keep on prophesying that Nigeria, you are in Nigeria, your life do not matter to them. Your life worth nothing. This is the reason why we Biafrans will say we are not your one Nigerianist. We are Biafrans. It's very, very important that you know that. Because that is not a country where human beings supposed to be. And they are doing all of this thing. They are very, very arrogant in doing it. They have been, I don't know, but I'm going to say this. The media in Nigeria is what is emboldening these people to do what they are doing. The lie that the media is telling to the people, that them to keep on doing what they're doing. The media, that's contraption called Nigeria, cannot tell the people the truth. The media in that contraption cannot tell the people what is going on. The media in that contraption will not tell the people how they are killing ordinary people. They keep on covering them. They keep on telling false stories. They keep on diverting your attention to other things, instead of them to be telling the truth, instead of them to be telling the people what is happening. They will not do that. But I'm going to say this to you. It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter how long you cover the light or you cover the truth. At some point, you can no longer keep on doing that you're doing. You can no longer you cannot cover the light. That is exactly what it is. Like how people will say, you cannot cover pregnancy. You may do it at a certain point. You will get to a point that you can no longer do nothing about it. And that is exactly what is going to be in that zoological republic of Nigeria. You are using your terrorists to hold people. You do whatever you can in order to make people not to speak out. But trust me, you are going to get that you are asking for. You will get it from the people, because the people, they are tired. The people, they are tired of the thing, that evil that you are committing against your ordinary people, and they will stand up. And when they stand up, then you will know that it's over. media in Nigeria is, may God forbid. They are telling lies because of money. Because of what less Naya, like our leader would say. The life of their people is not important to them. But we Biafrans, we are tired of this killing. Remember, they have been killing us from time immemorial. They have been killing us from time immemorial. Up until today, they are still killing us. And we said, we are tired. We are tired of this killing. Enough of all of this bloodshed in our life, in our land. Enough of all this bloodshed in our land. We are the people that we are the people that Nigerian government have mapped out to destroy. And we as a people will say enough is enough. We must go back to our own land and take care of ourselves. We must make sure that we as a people will not be extinct. We must make sure that our next generation will live and live as a free people. That is the reason why we are doing what we are doing. And I also want to remind us just few that our leader have said. Our leader said that Biafra that we are pursuing is more important. Biafra that we are pursuing is more important than any other thing that you can think of. Some people may think that Biafra will just be what other country or other nations are. But our leader says that Biafra is more important than any other thing that you can think of. And some of us know this and some of us don't quite know it, but I'm going to say it. That our leaders say that Biafra is more important than my life. Biafra is important than your life. Biafra is important than any other things that we can think about. He told us why he said what he said. He made us understand why Biafra is more important. From the prayer that Yeshua prayed and said, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come down here on earth, as it is in heaven. That was the prayer of Yeshua. He prayed that prayer a long time ago and said, Let your kingdom come down on earth as it is in heaven. Our leaders say that is the reason why he said what it is, what he said. Biafra is going to be the kingdom of Chukwokikabiama here on earth. Biafra is going to be the kingdom of Chukwokikabiama here on earth. And that is the reason why Biafra is more important than any other thing that you can think of. Biafra is more important than our life. And I want you to remember that we as a human being, we will live, we will die, but the kingdom of Chukwokikabiama will remain everlasting. Very, very important that you know that what we are pursuing is more important than every other thing that you can think of. That is the reason why they don't want Biafra to come. That is the reason why they destroy our life. That is the reason why they plan to wipe all of us out of this earth. But God Almighty said no. Very, very important that we understand all of that. That Biafra is more important than every other thing that you can think of. And I also want you to remember that Chukwu Kikabiamana lives in heaven. He is the ancient of the ancient. Our leader also said that what we are doing is spiritual. Because Chukwu Kikabiamana lives in heaven. He is also a spiritual being. If you believe in him, if you believe that he is a spiritual being, he is our Father in heaven, I want you to bow down your head. Let us commit this program this morning to the hands of Chukwu Kikabiamana, that he will come and take control in what we do this morning. And as we pray, like always, I will go to our leader for him to lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwu Kikabiamana must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Kikabiamana who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet. In heart, they are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity of darkness. We remain very strong today to on thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been suffering enough, we have been tortured enough, we have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you.
what you need to know. Freedom is guaranteed. Let me tell you what you need to know. You must be free. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, hey, oh, oh. Hey, are you going to marry? Freedom, freedom, oh, freedom, 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 freedom. Are you going to marry? None kind of freedom, freedom. Are you going to marry? Are you going to marry? Biafra freedom, freedom. Hey, are you going to marry? I love this green, better green. Tell the keys to the enemies. They call me evil and Hebrew. Say the same, you will never give up. We made a green, now you wanna go. Tell the world that I got it straight. Wayo, 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 wayo. Hey, are you going to marry? Wayo, hey, are you going to marry?
Ipob gbatakata abụọ anụ nụrụ onye ụsa ị na-ama Ipob aka na-ezu ezu gị nara abụ ụzọ bụ ịdara n'ife onye kachi ntị kwụta ụzọ ife ọfụla owele ọ maka ndị sabotuas na afa na ọsọ na-eme a na-agwa ochi ntị na agha ezu ọkwara onye ju ogbugbo nwụrụ udo iso security network apatago na Fulani nọ n'ọsọ ndị sabotu nọ n'ọsọ ndị ọha na eze nọ n'ọsọ ndị gwegwanụ na nye bụ n'ụkwụ ka anyị malife anyị na-eme n'ụlọ unu sacha onye chukwu tele mmanụ ha maazị Nnamdi Kanu Amadike gaba n'iru na anyị kwụ gị n'azụ anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike ịchọ n'iche anyị atọ n'ichenụ gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'ebe anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike ịchọ n'iche anyị atọ n'ichenụ gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'ebe onye nna maka masị na Ipob kwadola kwado all falling angels na amaka ndị si na Ipob wee dapụ wee che na fa ga-emeke wave mgbe ha pụtaziri fụzie na ụzọ adụrụ ha si agafe Ipob kpuchisiri ebe niile ha wee tọnụzie to sabotuas ka ESN nwetakwu unu mana agwụ na IPOB na all over the world chena ogini ka anyị na-eme ofesi ka anyị gbana bịanụ bịa gafenụ ka anyị fụnụ before the meeting ọhamadike agwaga ya ebe anyị ga-anọ wee chebiri unu anyị gawa na Facebook and Twitter n'ebe a ka unu si abịa anyị wee gazi ebe a bịa fọmụọ Biafra Media Warriors wee chebiri unu isi na Facebook jikọghere IPOB asịkwa gị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu asịkwa gị Simon Ekpa nweta gị ịma na ka ị na-eme agwụna ka ị maka Peters na Radio Biafra ọtụpe chapta gị ọla gị n'iyi ka ị maka Sista Omote Biafra ewerezi broken gbalie gị ya ebe ọ ga-aba gị ntị ọfụma denike gị uru agụ Emmanuel Chibuzo egwu atụ etiri gị burial announcement anyị anọ na Facebook wekwa gị live iwe fụ n'anya kwete na ọ na-eme Eastern Governor Snapo no Biafra Kano na Fanabago Gezivuno na kuchizili no
Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I am Edmond Sumudu, the former Deputy PRO, IPOB Brazil, under the leadership of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike. We want to congratulate IPOB all over the world for their job well done by setting up Eastern Security Network, and also to warn Eastern governors and senators to keep up the way Umuchukwu Kabia Magata. Obonye biari kunwa ruto obu na nwa biari ka nwona obu no di ana ko ga no kubeze nnehu Eastern governors nye na efe n'ụzọ asebe nwata na ebe akwa na atụ aka nne ga anọ ya nna ya anọ ya nye na efe n'ụzọ onye kacha tupu ụzọ ife ọpụkala owele o.
Maybe wherever you're hearing my voice once again, it is a very, very wonderful morning from me, from here to each and every one of us. All right, I have our brother here with me. I'm gonna go to him right away. Let us discuss. There's something that I want us to discuss this morning, and we will go right into it this morning. All right, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Very good morning, Mazi Obilo. Good morning from here. Shalom.
Shalom to you, my brother. Shalom. All right, Mazi, I really want us to go into it. I just have one or two things that I really want us to discuss this morning. But before we go any further, I will say, please, can you introduce yourself to Biafrans so that they will know that you're here? Please, microphone is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Biafrans. Friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I salute you. Our leader is Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. I am serving under him. I salute you, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, the honorable man God sent to humanity. I'm Rabbi Charles, speaking from my location. Fellow Biafrans, ụtụtụ ọma nụ ndewo.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi, for that. Thank you very, very much. All right. I have two things that I really want us to discuss. But one, before, okay, let me just put it across so that you will know exactly what I want to discuss. I want us to discuss the people of Ambazonia. You know, what happened? You know, the alignment, you know, nobody see it coming. Nobody see it coming, and it tells that our leader knows exactly what Chukwuka Kabiama asked him to do. That is exactly that was the thing. First one I want us to discuss, but the second one that I want us to discuss, Mazi, is the governor. Let us discuss this one first. The governors of the Southeast, you know. The governor, they call themselves 5 Eastern governor. That is exactly how they put it to themselves. They said they are putting their head, they put their head in shame. They cannot look at their people and talk to them because they are ashamed of what they are doing. Now, if that is the case, why have they not come out and claim responsibility of our people that they have killed through their personnel, security personnel? Mazi, can you take it from here?
Okay. You're asking me why can't they come and claim responsibility of the death
Yes.
of our people through their security apparatus? Is that what they say?
Exactly.
Mazi, let me ask you this question. I hope you know, because we do monologue here.
Yes, please.
How can a killer come and tell the world that they have killed? You think it's going to happen?
All right. You know, the reason why I asked that question is, you know, they used to say something that if, like, our leader used to give an example of if you want to deceive a child, you ask that child to look over there and you use the other hand and do whatever you want to do. You know, when that child turn back and it will look like nothing happened. You know, the reason why I'm asking this question is, how is it that they cannot come out and claim the responsibility? When I talk of our people they kill, man, it's too much. I don't even know which one to name. Should I call the one for head bridge, the one in the school here? It's too much.
Can I say I wish you would give me, when you have finished asking me questions, give me few minutes to give a brief message that Elohim deposited in my spirit. Very, very serious, very urgent. I will do that. I will answer you all these questions. There is the people you are looking at, the people that you guys call governors. They are not governors. They are the extension of the Fulanis. They are sent there to do the bit of the Fulanis. And the criteria, one of the criteria to occupy that position is that you have to have the mind to kill your people. If you can prove it by killing your people, causing, ethnic cleansing, genocidal activities, then you are qualified to be that kind of a person that will occupy that post that people are looking at and call them governors. They are not governors. If you want to see how governors behave, I'm not saying that America is perfect. Go to some certain states in America. Go to some certain, not every state in America that is doing right. Go to some the election that just came to pass in America must have opened the eyes of our people, or those that are smart. So if anything, let's say there is a place in a nightclub or in a church that there is a shootout, that somebody happens to lose his life or her life there, you will see what a governor will do. You will see how they will react or how they will respond. They will respond so quickly and swiftly to that. These are the elected people. People elected them. Are you going to say that people in the southeast there, that the masses elected them? Are you going to say that? Can someone say that? Let's take, for example, this Obiano of Anambra State. Was he elected? Remember, there was maximum seat at home. 99%, if not 100%, compliance seat at home. And this man went in and became governor. And they gave him the governorship and he became the governor of Anambra State. Remember, that time this Mbuba, Uchenna Obilo, was still in that opposition. I know when we did it and we were all intensifying our effort on air and everything, and the compliance was 100%. There was no movement everywhere, shut down. What did the Fulanis do? They superimposed Obiano there. And all of a sudden, Obiano came up and tell you and I that Mighty Allah is in his government, terrorist, and his government. He's not alone. He's not working alone. And all of a sudden, in Imo State, Honorable Emeki Ihedioha was sworn in as the governor of Imo State. All of a sudden, they came up and said, no, he is not going to be the governor of Imo State. Is Ozodimba. The fourth man became the first man. Not the fourth man in the Bible, though. Don't get me wrong. The fourth man that came to rescue Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the Son of God appeared in that flame and seized the heat. Not that one. Not that one. I mean the fourth corrupt, the fourth loser, the last person that lost became the first. Became the first, and they made the fourth man the first. And we are looking at it and telling, and people are very, convinced, calling this non-entities governors. So why shouldn't you see death here and there? If let me say, I've been saying this, using this phrase all the time. If you go to Satan's kiosk, the shop where Satan is selling a ticket, where he's close to the train station, and you went there and purchased traveling ticket to travel to wherever, Satan sold that ticket to you. Do you think that when you arrive to that final destination, an angel will come and welcome you? Say no. Mazi, I hope I'm coming out clear. So this is what is going on there. This is what it is. So how can you explain that the people that are not qualified to occupy a position sent by the Fulanis, the visitors, the people that came, they are not indigenous people to Nigeria, to that contraption? I don't like to use the word Nigeria because Nigeria is just recently that Nigeria was framed. My dad is older than Nigeria. Most of our parents are older than Nigeria. So before that, what were they called? What was it called as at that time? So now you can understand, if you don't go to the root cause of the problem, you can't solve it. You cannot solve it. So these men, I just want to suggest to our people, if you call them, yes, in their way, if you look at it, you say governor is governor. They are not governors. The problem is that most of our people have not seen they haven't traveled all that quite extensively and see other nations, how a governor in South Africa, they call them premier. You see how the premier behaves, how they respond to matters that is challenging the states, how they care for the people of the state, how they respond to the need of the people of the state. This one, you have needs. You were locked down, nothing was given to you. They shut everywhere down. They said, allow them to starve. We will use hunger to control them. And every one of them complied to that. The entire South complied. The Northerners were sharing food and money to their citizens. To their citizens. And you are looking at it, you don't understand what is going on. Tomorrow or the next minute, you say you are a Nigerian, that these are your governors. Listen, I would advise you, these guys are worthy to be beheaded. Let me borrow Louis Farrakhan statement. They are worthy to be cut off their heads. That is how Louis Farrakhan was saying it, and he was banned in Britain not to come to Britain. I personally am not in his religious belief, but I like what he's saying. We protested and wrote petition for that ban to be lifted. Anytime they ban somebody in that part of the world, that means that person is telling them the truth. They don't want to face it. So if I say that these men are worthy to be beheaded, I'm never making a wrong statement, because their atrocities and evil is overwhelming. And I would say something when you give me a chance, and I will say something in there.
All right, thank you very much, Mazi. I want also to discuss about the new alignment that we saw. It was huge, it was heavy, but now the media, they will try to demoralize whatever we are doing. But we have known what they are doing, and we know their tactics, and we know how to follow them. But we Biafrans, we know exactly what is going on, and we thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for that. Now, I want to ask you, Mazi. Some of us do know the people of Ambazonia, and it was because of this agitation that I knew them to be Ambazonia. But there is another name I know them with. Now, with the name Ambazonia, some people will not know who these people are. So I really want us to discuss about. I really want us to discuss these Ambazonia people a little bit, who they are and where they come from. So the first question is going to be, Mazi, how come the Ambazonia people went into Cameroon? That is the first question. Please.
Thank you very much. I will add to what our leader said about them. Before, these people, our people in that particular geographical location, we are part of us. We used to converge at Enugu to get. At that time, Enugu was the capital of East Central State. Everybody knows that. I have lived in Enugu. The time I was living in Enugu, I was living in Owani. I remember the street. I know everything. I lived at Ogui. After Ogui, I did my primary, part of my primary in Enugu before I moved. We are moving around that time, so I can tell. Then they were converging. They were coming. That means they were on our jurisdiction. We are brothers, and all of a sudden they now separated us. When they separated us, it means that they were about to do something. That was when they were gravitating to conduct genocidal war, and they moved them out of our distance to enhance air, land, and sea blockade. That's what they did. And for you to know that Elohim is our leader, is with our leader, when I will use this thing to give you a clearer understanding. When Moses showed up in the palace of Pharaoh, he did something. The first sign he performed there was the one he showed them that was demonstrated in the wilderness, in the mountain, Mount Sinai. Then he showed them also when he came to his people, he showed them signs, and they were so excited and said, "Let's move." They don't know what is ahead of them, and he selected men that will escort him. He introduced the God of Israel to them. Said, "This is your God that you don't know, and this your God has met with me and sent me to come and tell you that you should prepare for exit, to leave this place. And I'm going to go to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh, let my people go, as Elohim commanded him." So when he went to Pharaoh, he dropped the same rod there. The thing became serpent. And Moses could have thought victory, that he has gotten victory over this, because none can perform the same thing. And lo and behold, to his surprise, the magicians were called. They dropped their serpent, their rod rather, and the rod became serpents. So Elohim said, "Okay." And he said, "Well, I am inviting you for a talk. The serpent that controls the state of Egypt. I want to talk to you. I want to know exactly what you guys are up to." So that's why he swallowed them. When he swallowed them, that was an invitation. They went to that to meet him, but they did not come out. So this is a spiritual matter that I'm explaining to our people. What is going on? When he got them, Elohim asked them, "Tell me what you did in the nation of Egypt that made them to be this way." And they began to talk. "Oh, we control Nile. Nile is a place where we worship." We confused them and gave them that belief that their God is part of Nile. And Elohim now began to undo what the magicians, the satanic powers did. So our leader now, let me bring it back. Our leader now, Elohim spoke to him and told him about what they did to Ambazonia and to so many things. Now he is now undoing them. He is undoing now to show us that Elohim is with this man. He began to undo what they have perfected earlier. Now bringing them back to their position, normal position where they should be. I hear and I read some of the folks, saboteurs talking. So before what we trigger, he has to bring everything to alignment. Our late leader Dim Odimegwu Chukwu did not see it, did not understand it as our leader understood it clearly. Ojukwu did not understand what these people, the gravity of evil these people committed towards us. They kind of moved them, they studied it, and do not think that it is Nigeria that did this thing. It was the Europeans, the British, and the entire Europeans did this thing. They have common intelligence, they share intelligence together. The intelligence service agency headquarters was, I think, is still in France. It's still in France. So they now decided what to do in order for them to have total victory over this war. To fight this war within the shortest period of time, they have to disconnect this area, disconnect that area. They have satellite, of course. They have the map, of course, the true map, of course. So they have to put some strategic things there. That is what this head of armed forces came to do. And put those strategies and now trigger the war by go on. So our leader, in order for this thing to now turn around, he has to undo what the satanic kingdom perfected from the beginning. He's undoing them. Now undoing the strategic things they did in order for them to carry out the maximum killing, extinction of our people, termination, genocidal war. They carried it out perfectly. And you saw the ripple effect of it. Kwashiorkor, death, all over. If bullet didn't kill anybody, health crisis will happen. Malnutrition is part of war. It's not only bullet. It has to do with strategies. They strategize and put some logistic things there together, and all of a sudden, so our leader now, Elohim said, you know what? Don't trigger that. First of all, go in alliance or alignment with all those people. Their people. Talk to them. Let them understand what is coming. And people, as it is right now, some people doesn't even know what is about to happen. I would tell you, if God permits me, give me the chance here and right now. I'm going to tell you what is going to happen so you can prepare yourself.
Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right. I want to ask one more question before I give you space for you to say what you want to say. Now it is that our brothers are with us now, the Ambazonia. Like I said before, I don't know them apart from this agitation that brought Ambazonia. I used to know them as the people of Bakassi. I hope is it their name?
They call them Southern Cameroon English speaking side. Yes, there is a place called Bakassi, and and Ambazonia, the English speaking side. All this island, all these people are part of us. They are close. If you are in Calabar, if you do a kind of with even boat, ordinary this flying boat that have a long duration of traveling, you can use that boat and cross over to that side. That is what these people, they blockaded it and used their submarine. You think Nigeria defeated the war, defeated Biafrans? No, it was foreign that did that, Europeans that did that. British masterminded it, and they blockaded everywhere that you cannot, even our airport, even the Amoka airport, the one in Uli, which everybody knows. They put something in that like no-fly zone. What they did to Libya, they marked that place no-fly zone. So the pilot that used to come and do delivery, some of them were shut down. Some of them perfected air. They know the master of the air. They can navigate all those stuff and even use their gimmicks. We should don't use gimmicks, pantry from 2 or whatever, to do conduct landing. The tarmac, they used to put lantern, mpanaka, in order for them, the pilot, to see how to land. This is what they did. They did no-fly zone in our airport, and they blockaded the sea territory with their submarine and some other logistics things they put there. They install it so that there will be no help. These guys are our brothers. I know it from the beginning. When I have an Ambazonia in my team long ago, I communicate with him. I have his number. Long ago, he's there. And what I'm doing, I have them there. They behave like us. They speak like us. They eat like us. They dress like us. And how can you tell me that they are not part of us? They are part of us. It is what these colonialists did. That's what they do. That's what they are very good at. They tried it in South Africa. That is apartheid. Apartheid. It's a Dutch word. Apart. Everything about Dutch is division. They are master of division. They can divide father and mother, brothers and sisters, husband and wife. What? That's division. From division, where you get the word divorce. They can divorce you from realities. And all of a sudden you begin to look at your own kid and kin as your enemy. That's what they're doing. So they perfected apartheid in South Africa. Go and take a look. You will shed tears. How people all of a sudden colored people apart, that is half caste. Zulu people apart. Xhosa apart. This in Shwana apart. Venda apart. And the ANC came to unify everyone. That's what ANC did perfectly. Just by talking to people, letting them know whom they are, pointing to their common enemy or enemies. Say, these are your enemies. Not me. Not Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Buthelezi didn't know when he was going against Mandela that he was being used. When Mandela took over the government, did you see where Mandela went and killed Buthelezi? No. He knew that Buthelezi doesn't know what he was doing. And the Zulus doesn't want to. That's why in everything I still love Jacob Zuma. I know that sometimes he gets carried away. Jacob Zuma is Zulu. But he was in jail for fighting against apartheid. So nobody should forget that.
Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to ask you one more. But before I go there, I want to say this to those that are saying that IPOB is aligned with people that run away from Cameroon or people of Cameroon. You must understand that these people are our own flesh and blood. You must understand that they are one of us before they carve them to Cameroon. But now we have realized that these people is our brothers and sisters, our own flesh and blood, and now they are coming back home. Do not chase your own away. They have come back to where they belong, and that is exactly what it is. All right, Mazi, with what you said, that was the reason why I want to ask this question, and I push the question that I'm supposed to ask. I push it back, and I want to ask this question because of what you said. You said something about strategic positions. Now, I don't know if you've seen this picture in Facebook on how they carve airports in the bush.
Oh yes.
So the reason why I remember this thing was the strategic positions that you talked about on how they set up things in order to divide us, to destroy us. Now I remember this, and I say it's a very, very wonderful time to ask this question. Has this been in existence, or this came about the visit of the Umweliza to Nigeria? Is that
the visit of who?
The armed forces from the United Kingdom.
Yes.
I'm just asking if this has been this airport that they carve out in the bush. Has it been in existence before now, or before their visit, or all of this is is happening after their visit?
Let me tell you, it has been in existence. Let me tell us this. You know, the roads that we have in Nigeria, let me use the word Nigeria. The roads that we have there earlier on were not just for our own good. It wasn't constructed for our good, for our own movement of goods and services, for people to have a good ride of the road. Not at all. What they did was they carved roads through which they can convey their goods to the seaport. What they are, taking from us, like when they come to Enugu, they will mine coal there. The coal of Enugu. If you go to Coal City or Coal Camp in Enugu, you will see where the mines are, where they were mining coal. As at that time, oil wasn't discovered. Oil was there, but it was not discovered. Elohim, deposited it from the beginning of time, but it wasn't discovered. So the one that was discovered was coal, and they were mining coal from Enugu and other regions. And they will transport it with that highway. We call it Appian Way. It's not a double lane or triple lane or quadruple lane. No, it was just one way, highway. The other one going, the other one coming. Sometimes two vehicles do collide if the driver is sleeping. Sometimes you will drive long distance and your eyes will dim, and all of a sudden the train will swing to the other side and you smash the other car coming or vehicle coming. So they have been doing it for a very long time since they came to Africa. They can come to your place in the jungle there and just construct a runway through which light aircraft. There are some capacities of aircraft that comes to that particular runway. Boeing may not be able to make it there, but light aircraft can make it there. They have their ways of navigating and doing their things, and they will take off. So they will do it. That they did it in Congo. They constructed the same thing in Congo. DRC Congo. They constructed it where they are taking all the resources there, even tantalite, the most expensive one. They are taking it from there in the jungle of Congo. They have runway there. So they will mine it and take it. The United Nations has their finger and their, not even finger, their body is there. Their whole body is there. Go and take a look and you will see. Go to fact-finding mission, you will see it there. So it didn't start today. The reason the other one, the head of armed forces came, is what I'm about to tell us. I've said it before. He came there to perfect logistics, to strategize what they are about to do. If anybody, first of all, removed the man with mask, because they got the intelligence that there might be war. 99% intelligent there will be war there. So they said they might storm Aso Rock and capture that man alive. People say he went. Why hasn't he gone for medical treatment all since the time they brought the masked man for a very long time? If you are suffering from that kind of disease or sickness, you go for, if it's cancer, you go for chemotherapy all the time. If it is this, you go for medical treatment all the time. And let me say this. Why is he going for medical treatment when there is everything in Aso Rock Clinic, as Aisha Buhari stated? Or what stops them from constructing adequate hospital there? Everything, just like Muammar Gaddafi did in his time. No Libya go to travel to anywhere for any medical treatment or checkup. Even Gaddafi himself. Even when he was undertaking plastic surgery, it was done in Libya. And those doctors will come from anywhere, from Italy, from anywhere. They will come and perfect this surgery, and they will take off. And they will even detain the doctor for Gaddafi to recover. If Gaddafi doesn't recover, they will kill that doctor. So that is what they are doing. So now you people will think, did he come for this? The man that they said is in Aso Rock, he probably didn't travel anywhere. They just removed the mask and put a picture where someone is doing goodbye. You are dealing with Biafrans. Now they said he's in London. He's in London they said that he's in London for medical checkup. That is what the work of the media. The media will shape your mind, condition your mind on how you'll be reasoning and thinking. But if you put it out of the box, you notice that there is, if I have a message, there is something that will inevitably happen to that contraption. The intelligent agency sees things first. That is why they are called intelligent agency, and they are well paid. Only black Africans does not understand the work of the intelligence. They commonize the intelligence. Intelligence, God works with intelligence. Joseph was working under God's intelligent agency. That's why he told Pharaoh that this is what is going to happen in the years ahead. Make contingent plan to save lives. That's what you're going to do. So the prophets works with intelligence. They are God's intelligent network. So when they are talking, you look at it and you don't see the evidence. You start calling them names. Black Africans. When our leader went to America, he told them, "Coming, war is coming. They are coming. They are bringing terrorism. They will rape our women, kill our people, destroy our farmland and everything, our crops. They want to render us useless." And they said, "Which part of the planet are you coming from? Where are you residing? By the way, which passport did you travel with?" And remember, the people asking these questions are those talking today in America. That is why I love this song. Mambu ko bidoro, mambu nambu ko bidoro. UK, and UK will never be left behind, because UK happened to be the bedrock of IPOB, of this movement. We believed the report, and we followed the report. We sustained the report, and we are working hard to make sure that our leader delivers. Even while he was in Kuje prison, we said no, and people were talking. Is it because the tide is turning around? Go back to the history. God will remember. We tell Abraham, remember the past. Go back in time, and this is what you used to be. This is your name. It's not Abraham. Your name is Abraham. I tell you, my brothers and sisters and those listening to me, it is not that they are putting this thing now. This is their long-time strategy. This is how they work. And the man that came first of all, they whisked the man with the media and say he's now in London. And you didn't see when, with live video coverage, when he took off and landing at whether Gatwick, Heathrow, or Stansted Airport, or whichever, because they have different airports everywhere. You will never know which one is which. But they say he's now in Abuja House there, and people went there and are screaming and shouting. You don't know these people. Don't play with intelligent network. And they said that he's there. Why is it in UK? They kept him there, and first of all announced the death of the prince of Prince Philip, because they can't handle both at the same time. When they finish, you will hear another news. So if you don't now they have known that we have known, they will change the narrative. That's how they work. You will hear another news that Buhari didn't make it in the hospital, and his body will be flown back home, and funeral arrangement must be we start being taking place, and will be put in place, and it will occupy the news for a very long time while they are doing what they are doing. So now they know, they will change the narrative, and we are watching them.
Mazi, thank you very much. Please, I will say, please bring that you've prepared for Biafrans. We want to hear it. Please, okay. Go ahead.
You see, I want to tell us this. Before heaven will respond, before heaven will move, the earth will first of all move. Remember what Elohim said in the past. He said, whatsoever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven. So the earthly family are the ones that supposed to control the affairs of the earth and report to Elohim the affairs of the earth and what is going on earth. Anytime, anything you tell Elohim to do, that is what he will do. Just a minute, Maz, a minute. Yes, Mazi. Anything you tell, anything we report to Elohim about the earthly matters. That's why we are here. That's when he will look into it and send his messengers, invisible messengers, unknown, call it unknown government, people like that. But at first they won't carry gun. They will come and take inventory and take stock analysis of the earthly matters there, and now report it back to heaven. Elohim will now decide what to do, whether to separate people, because Elohim doesn't destroy good and bad people together, unless in some certain occasion he will make it happen, and he will reward the good ones on earth and send them back again. I mean, the good ones that were on earth when that thing happened, maybe few people, he will, if so be it that he wiped everybody there out, he will take them to paradise, and sometimes he will bring them back. That is what they call reincarnation. If you can behave like onye begore before, most of us practice that, believe that. There is nothing God cannot do, because he said you were expecting, he said that Elijah will come. But the Baptist you are looking at happens to be the Elijah. He has come and gone, but you didn't realize it was him, because the name was changed. But the power that he carried was like that of Elijah. So it is there in your scripture. Now, let me further to say this. When these things are happening, and the church of Elohim on earth, the body of Elohim, they call us the body of Christ, the church of God of heaven, the representative of heaven that are on earth are mute. They are not saying anything. They are not reporting to Elohim. Elohim, we now begin to see a lot of visitors coming to heaven, unplanned, untimely death. They are coming down there. They are coming up there rather, and they will now telling him, this is what made me to come here before my time. I am not supposed to be here because you sent me to multiply, to replenish the earth. I wasn't given time to replenish. I wasn't given time to multiply. I was taken out. I was killed by so and so people. And Elohim will now begin to count their bloods. He will begin to count their blood and listen to their blood. Their blood are talking to him. And the church of Jesus Christ, so to say, are not saying anything. And remember, let me tell us this. In South Africa, I will go back again. There was this situation, this scenario there. There was almost war in South Africa. The whites saw the war coming. The whites, South Africans saw the war coming. ANC said, if you don't dismantle apartheid, we will destroy everything. We will kill every killable there. And all of a sudden, the people that, went their separate ways began to align with ANC. It happened. I know when UDM was aligning with ANC. I know when, led by General Bantu Holomisa, I know when he was aligning with ANC. I know when this fellow, Clarence Makweto, PSC, was aligning with ANC. They have similar vision, but the only thing, PSC was very vocal. They said their slogan is one settler, one bullet. One settler, that is their greeting. When they see you as a member, they will tell you one settler, one bullet. We say IPOB, you respond to one family. That's their slogan. And they were prepared to do destruction. The Church of God in South Africa gathered together. And they gathered in a stadium. And they began to cry to heaven. Both white and blacks were there. And they were saying to them, please avert this danger that is coming, that is pending. And their theme was to dismantle apartheid. They were saying it. They never liked it. They were now being outspoken. We don't want this thing that is about to come. We don't want it. I know there is service, tithe, and offering coming, but we have to say the truth. And they began to call on heaven. All of a sudden, the clerk began to comply. The clerk was the president of South Africa, the last white president of South Africa. All of a sudden, President F.W. de Klerk began to see the reality and the pressure, the tension coming. And he said, I have to let this thing be. And some white folks rejected him and casted him out. And he said, not be it, but I am going to let this thing happen. Let it be government of national unity. And at the present, as that government is framed, there will be TRC, Truth and Reconciliation. I saw life, I saw it there. It was happening. And this thing began to happen. You can't call reconciliation without the truth. You can't say restructuring without the truth. Our people cannot die because of restructuring. You can't kill people for many years and you have the temerity to come and tell us about restructuring. That's why heaven began to respond and began to give many children of Elohim restlessness to begin to speak and to speak out. Christian community in the contraption called Nigeria, you are responsible partly for this evil. You are responsible, whatever may be your denomination, you are responsible for this catastrophe and this evil. You will never go scot-free. Christian communities in the contraption called Nigeria, any death of anybody in that contraption, you are responsible. Your hands are soiled with blood. Call convention all over federation there. Whatever you may call it, in that convention, demand, give them referendum. Ask the people what do they want. Give them referendum. I'm talking to churches. Call it non-denominational gathering. That's what you got to do. The gathering will be non-denominational. Catholic we gather. Pentecostals we gather. Presbyterians we gather. Church of Christ we gather. Assemblies of God we gather. All of the members of the body of Christ we gather. The Sabbatarians we gather. The rabbis we gather. Even the imams we gather. And the imam that speaks the truth, the Muslim that speaks the truth, we gather in that meeting. You call, you pray in whichever God you are calling upon. It could be it in a stadium. Put security in place that anybody coming into that stadium must be searched to avoid bombing, suicide bombers. You don't know what is coming for you. Now when you have done that, make it maybe three days. Bring the money out that you have. After 6 to 6 or 8 to 6, let everyone that comes there, anything they see there, they will line up and take their drink and food package. Give them, they will go home and eat. Snacks, they will go home and eat. You don't send them empty-handed on every day, on daily basis. Let them begin to do this. If you don't stand up, these churches that you are protecting will be destroyed. And you will never have them. Offerings will never be adopted. You will remember back in the days when you used to have 3 offerings in a service. Your throat will look for that, but you won't see it. It is time for you. This time is, I shouldn't have told you, but Elohim prompted me to tell you what you should do. The theme of the gathering should be, give them referendum. You call every arms of the government to halt and said, give them referendum, not war. Don't give them war. Give them referendum. Let them ask the masses, what do you want? Do you want to continue with this holy union, or do you want to go? It will be done in the regions. And each region will mastermind their own referendum, but sponsored by the zoo government. You have to pay for it. Don't be afraid, you have to pay for it. Otherwise, you can't solve this now. Finally, those that are protecting their currency, their money. I see disappearance of Naira. I see disappearance of Naira. I spoke to those in my team what to do. I'm not going to say it publicly. I will never say it publicly, but I don't see Naira anymore. I looked. I saw that Naira was worthless or is worthless. And I saw that there is nothing like that anymore. Now, what if your buying currency is not there? What else will you use? Begin to think now. Because I see it happen. I see something that I can't explain. That's what I'm saying. Mazi, Obilo, other things are coming, but I will leave it there till next time. And there was a.
Thank you very much, Mazi. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you. Bless you, bless your family. Grant you your heart desire. This morning I pray. Dalurine. Thank you very much. All right, Biafrans, we thank our brother this morning. You know, we get to put it in our memory. We get to make good use of it. Or we get to make use of information that we are getting. Very, very important. Very, very important. They must know that we are Biafrans, and they must know that we are doing everything we can to make sure that we will go back to Biafra land where we are, where we came from. That is exactly where our ancestors died. That is where they live. And they want to take us away from our land. They want to kill us or to take over our land. And we said no, that will not happen. All right. One of our brothers sent me this information and I wish to give it out on air. He said he is saying, I don't want to read it out the way he sent it to me, but what I am seeing on the message he wrote, he says, in a place called Ipob, the Fulani herdsmen, they are in the bushes all over the places. According to this brother, he said this is where he come from. Yeah, it is Ipob. This is, Ipob. That is where what he wrote here. The Fulanis are in the bushes all over the places, and a place, especially a place called Umuihe, Ikwereje. And yeah, that is exactly what he says, my brothers and my sisters. A place called Ipob. Fulanis are in the bush. The Fulanis are in the bush. Brothers and sisters, Biafrans will get to take note that a place called Ipob and around that area, Fulanis are in the place. Fulanis are in the bush. Be very, very careful on how you move, because these people, they are there to kill our people. They are there to kill and they are there to destroy. And Chukwu Okike Abiama lives in heaven. He is watching at his people. All right, our sister sent me also something that I wish to announce. As it is here in Israel today, they are remembering those that died. Those that put their life on the line to fight to make sure they get their freedom. From the evening today up until tomorrow, they will be remembering them. They will celebrate them, and that will pave way to the celebration of their independence. And looking at this whole thing, I don't know how to put it I don't know how to put it into words to us, but I must tell you that there is no difference between these people and Biafra. That is exactly what it is. that there is no difference between the Israelites and Biafrans. And I also want to use this opportunity to remind us that we also will be celebrating 30th May very soon. Very, very important that you remember that. And I also want to say that Biafra, we must stand with our brothers, we must stand with our sisters, we must stand with our own as they celebrate their fallen heroes, as they remember them, as they pay homage to them. We must stand with them because we are one people with them. All right. I think I have time. I will open up our line. For Biafrans, those that wish to call in, for them to call in before I will draw a curtain to this show this morning. I will open up our line this morning, and as soon as you call in, I will bring you to Biafrans. But before that, I will go for a short break, and as soon as I come back, I will open our line. Please, Biafrans, stay with me. I'll be back shortly.
Onye bịara iku rute n'ọbụna nwa bịara iku anwụọ na n'ụlọ ọ bụ gịnị ka ọ ga-emezi nọ ọ bịara ije nwụna anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike ịchọ n'iche anya atọ n'iche nụ gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'ebe.
Thank you, and also good morning to our own Rabbi Charles. My name is Mosfe Onibu. I come from Ozobre in Newi province, Biafra land. I'm calling from Kingdom of the Land. Mazi, I thank you for the good work you're doing for your nation. And I also thank our Rabbi. I also thank our Rabbi Charles, for his resoluteness, and Chukwu Abiyama will continue to give him all the strength and protect him and protect all of us until Biafra is restored and beyond.
You see?
And also importantly, my leader, Mazi Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, the great hero of my own time, whom Chukwu Abiyama has sent to liberate his people. God Almighty, Chukwu Abiyama Premi Henine will continue to be with him.
You see?
Be behind him, be before him, be beside him, guide him. Enemies will not see him. And until Biafra is also restored and beyond, Onyendu will all dance with him and will celebrate him in Biafra.
You see?
Mazi, my contribution to your broadcast this morning is a great one. And I just want to add my voice because there was a question you also asked our Rabbi, which he answered correctly, and I also want to add my own contribution to that because you are like asking him who are these Ambazonia, and it happens that I have a one friend from this Amber land from Ambazonia. It's over 10 years now. I've known that guy, and surprisingly, these guys and us, this guy we dress alike. We dress so alike, no difference. If you see him, you will say he's an Igbo man. And fortunately, he also speaks Igbo and he understands Igbo. But the point I'm trying to make, I'm not saying that they are Igbo as 100%. But what I'm saying, the same thing the colonial master did in the land of Benin Republic and the Yorubas. That is exactly what they did with Biafrans and Ambazonia. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a one leader I know that leads from front, and he's an exemplary leader. If he's telling you not to do this, go and check. That thing he's telling you to not to do, he's not doing it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting that Yoruba people, if they are comfortable leaving their brother in Benin Republic and calling a Sokoto man and calling a Fulani man my brother, that he will not do it.
Mazi, I want to
Now,
hold you a little
the
bit.
same way
Mazi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Please,
Yes.
just
Yes.
I want to point something straight, because you said you're not saying that they are completely Igbo. Is that what you said? That is exactly what you said. Yeah.
Yes. I'm
All
not
right.
saying like that they are 100% Igbos.
All right.
But what I'm trying
I know
okay.
you've seen the map. I know you've seen the old map.
Yeah.
So let us pretend now that you have the map in front of you, and
Okay.
I myself, I have the map in front of me. Like our leader said, all the people that make up Biafra, they all are Igbo. Now let us go all the way to Benue State and some parts in Kogi State. If you can call those people the descendants from Igbo, you know, they said that is they all migrated from Igbo land all the way to where they are. Will you also not say that people of Ambazonia migrated away from the Igbo land?
Okay. Yes. Your argument is logical. You have reason for that. But why I say what I'm saying is just for the base of, we are not calling them, and we are not trying to bring them back to make up Biafran nation, because one, they already have a defined territory, and what they are fighting for is Ambazonia, and we are fighting for Biafra. So, but what I'm trying to say here is, there are so many other countries in the world today, like for instance Suriname today, they speak Dutch, and we have Netherlands here, they speak Dutch, and they have alliance, or they have an agreement with the Suriname. They can move in here to Netherlands, and people from Dutch can also go there, and they also have Netherlands Antilles. So these countries, they have a something binding them together. So the only thing they can do is to form a very strong alliance that can bring them together, but they will be a sovereign independent nation on their own. But they have ties, they have things that ties them together. So now this same thing is what our Onyendu has also been shouting to Yorubas, that even if you don't bring people from Benin Republic to form your Duduwa nation, you can also help them fight, let them be free. You are free. They can also be their own nation. When you are Oduduwa nation, but you will have the alliance, because this blood is thicker than water. This is what our Onyendu. This is just a step that Onyendu made. He already know that Ambazonia are fighting for their freedom, and they are not fighting for Biafra. They are fighting for Ambazonia. And the Onyendu have seen that there is a great tie. There is something beyond just boundary between Ambazonia and the Biafra. And the Onyendu know that this thing is rooted from the very beginning of these very people. So the only thing to do is to align with these people, form a very great alliance. Be one people, but politically different, politically or boundary different, but you are one people. This is what Onyendu just established, and we are asking others to follow suit. Yoruba people should, because these people is colonial master that caused all this thing. They came here and divided us. They divided Ambazonia. They divided the Biafran people, put some people to be English-speaking Cameroon, and put some people to be Nigeria. But today, Onyendu has stand to correct that very mistake. Thank you for giving me the time. And lastly, please, I want to remind all Biafran living in Netherlands that we'll be having our national meeting here. This time around, not Zoom, but physical meeting in Egoli. And as time goes on, please, we will keep repeating this so you'll be aware of it. We'll be having our national meeting at Egoli. I will confirm the day, but I think it's 1st of next month. But as time goes on, please, I'll keep everyone updated. Chukwadiama bless you, or Mazi, they were giving me the time.
Thank you very much. And I also want to say to you that Rachel is saying to you, may Elohim bless you. That is from our sister Rachel. Chukwadiama bless you. Thank you very much.
Also to her. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, let me go to the next caller because my time is coming to an end. Caller on the WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazo Bilo.
All right, welcome to the program, please.
Thank you, Master Obilo. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Please go ahead.
Biafra, I thank you so much. God bless Biafra. Great Biafra. God bless all of you. My name is Ifani Chuku Ebo from Mbano Ele Imo. Imo is in Biafra land. First of all, let me greet our leader, our Onyendu. God bless you, my lovely brother. The Lord will guard and protect you and your family for your marvelous work which God Elohim have sent you to do, and they are doing it very marvelously. And God Biafra loves you so much. Secondly, Master Obilo, it seems that place is called Ipob. Should be Ipob. So I think our ESN, they are listening to you, that please, our ESN should do something to go and push all those Fulani out from that our thick forest where in Itobama, where the Fulanis have captured. We don't want them to be there again. And there is a number which our Onyendu gave, that whenever we see all these evil Fulani herdsmen in the forest,
My brother, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my brother.
According to what our brother wrote to me here, it's Ihite Uboma and a place called Umuihe Ikparaja. Can you, am I correct in that? I don't know. Do you know where this place is?
Yes, I know the place. It's Ihite Uboma.
And
Ihite Uboma.
Yes, he wrote Ihite Uboma and Umuihi Ikperejere, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Ihite Uboma, you are correct in that. Then there is also another city or a place called Umu Ikperejere. Am I correct in that word?
Yes, you are correct in that.
All
you
right.
are correct in both.
All right.
Only that of Uboma, which I want to be.
All right, thank you. Please go ahead, please.
All right, my brother. So please, after my own cut, please go back again and let the ESN please help us stop the ESN. They should they should out and plan out of that beach.
Thank you.
Because they will do to us, please.
Thank you very much.
Our seriously, when we see them anywhere they are, that we should pass information so that they will deal with them. And they know according to his broadcast, yes, I'm going to them.
Thank you, my brother. Your voice is. Thank you very much.
Allow them to stay there again. Secondly, about Rabbi Charles, please, Rabbi Charles will not be there. God will bless you.
Your voice, you're speaking. All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Let me see who else is on the line. Caller on the signal. Can you hear me? Caller on the signal. Can you hear me? Caller on the signal. If you can hear me, please go ahead. All right. He cannot hear me. He cannot hear me. Let me see. Caller on the WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Udo
Derekwago Nwegi, my brother. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Esimo Ebonyi State Nakpo, Biafra land. Okay, sir. Alunalo Chukuna Gagozunu. Ano mekele gi na-ekelekwa gị udo ga-adịrị gị dịkwara family gị dịrị our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Onye ọbụla sị n'ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-eme adịrọ ya mma. Onye asị onwe ike ife ihe ọma n'ụwa ya nwa ya na ụmụ ya. In generation you cannot see a good thing for your life. So, my brother, I'm calling from Ebonyi State. You know, we have a challenge, a serious challenge in Ebonyi State. We have a serious challenge in Ebonyi State. There's a place called Mbo in the Ebonyi State, which a Fulani attack yesterday. So as I'm talking to you now, I'm at passing people who are living in Ebonyi State, all the youths, because I'm not from that place from both sides. I'm not from that place. I'm from a place called Amofia, Okao, Akboha, Amasere, under Honzara local government. Please, as I'm talking to you now, we dey vigilant. All the youth wey dey around that place dey vigilant day and night. We are protecting everywhere. The place where I feel any people come attack for place called Ngbo is because their youth no wake up. Their youth no wake up. If their youth wake up, guide their forest, guide their area, all this cannot happen for that place. As I'm talking to you now, if their youth wake up, if their youth wake up, I wake up now, protect their area. The place different that they attack now, they cannot come attack because our I ain't no neighbor n'abalị more afternoon. So after ka anyị ga anya till mgbe ndị Eastern Security Network ga-abịa nyere anyị aka ya na akpa ya bụ first aid. Ọ first aid ka anyị na-eme onwe anyị ga protect first before our Eastern Security Network come and help us. So ihe m na-enye advice bụ people from my Ebonyi State, all their youth, let them wake up and start to guide their place before our Eastern Security Network come and help us. That is my own advice this morning. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you guys for the wonderful job you are doing protecting our land. Chukwu Kikabiama will bless all of you. All right, let me see this person. Can you hear me, my brother? All right, I picked him and he dropped. All right, this is where I will be bringing this show to an end. But yet they are still calling. Let me see. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Caller on the WhatsApp. All right, they are not talking. Caller on the WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. Yes, Mazi. Good morning from here, Mazi.
Good morning to you, my brother. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much for picking my call. My name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria and I am from Olu Province, Biafra land.
You're welcome.
Mazi,
you're welcome.
I say, hello, Chukwukabiama, bless you and keep on giving you the wisdom that you keep on preaching this gospel without adding any pity on anybody. Those who want to hear should hear. And the same go to our leader, our prayer for him every day is that this man God will give him every fortitude, every strength, every wisdom, understanding that he needs to make sure that at the end of this journey, all of us will rejoice in Biafra land. Mazi, thank you so much. And I want to comment on what Rabbi Tass, what he tried to educate us this morning. Mazi, you see, if the zoo is a country who listens to wisdom or who listens to advice, I tell you honestly speaking, this prophecy that this man gave this morning concerning the Christians in that zoological republic, that they should assemble themselves and begin to do something, or else God will destroy all of them. They won't see anybody to pay them tithes again. They won't see anybody to even give them offering. These their churches where they have built as a business center will be destroyed because they should go because these people are part of the problem that the masses are having in that picking my call. Bless you, man.
And you too,
Thank
my
you.
brother. Thank you very much. All right, my brothers and my sisters, this is where I will be drawing the curtain to the show. But yet they are calling, but I can no longer pick up any call anymore because my time has come to an end. I want to thank you, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Biafrans all over the world. I want to thank all of you. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless you. To those of them that are trying to call in that I'm not able to pick up their call, I ask for your forgiveness because my time has come to an end. I can no longer pick any more time. I can no longer pick any more call because I need to move away so that the next person will come in. And I hope that you understand me. And I say, may Chukwu Abiyama bless all of us richly. Like our leader will say, to those of you and to those of us that love the truth that you know and the truth that you love, may that truth guide and protect you. May that truth preserve you. May that truth protect you and your family. And in all you do in this week that we are in, my prayer to all of us is may Chukwu Kikabiama guide us all. May Chukwu Kikabiama protect us. May Chukwu Kikabiama preserve us in all we do until we see next time. Thank you very much. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless us all.
onye nna maka masina na IPOB kwadola kwado IPOB bụ atakata abụọ anụ nyere onye ụsa